Hi everybody, my name is Dean from thedean316.com, and this is the July 2016 pickup video. So, as always, we're going to go over the finds, pickups, thrifts, and whatever else that I've gotten over the past month or so, and have included in this particular video. So, we're just going to get right into it. We don't have too much stuff, but I hope you enjoy as always, and let's get right into it. So the first two games are all PS2 titles. So we have a total of 6 games. First game is going to be The Simpsons Skateboarding. So I was unaware of this game. I've played Simpsons Hit and Run and the other Simpsons game, which I can't think of the name of it. I enjoyed them, but I had no idea that this other Simpsons skateboarding game ever came out. So we'll give that one a try. These next few games I got all together. The Simpsons game was separate. That was from, I believe that was from a garage sale. These other 5 were all together. Now, these are also PS2 titles that I never heard of. Now, the PS2 did have a fairly extensive library. Fairly extensive library. And these are just titles I never heard of. So we have, the first one is Drakon, the Ancient Gates. Champions of Norath. I'm guessing this is another game in the same series. This is Champions Return to Arms. This game's a little different. Looks like some kind of RPG. This is Heavenly Guardian. And last one is Pirates of the Black Buccaneer. Looks like, I don't know, adventure, third party. Yeah, looks like a third-person perspective adventure game. Never heard of it, but hey, why not? Let's see. Get to the next few titles here. All right, so next up we have Mario Kart DS. Let's see, NES Play Action Football. Right, RBI Baseball 3, and this is the this is the Tangent variant. I don't know if there's a standard case NES game for that. This is one thing I never find these usually ever in thrift stores or Salvation Army stores, anything like that. So this is Jumpman Jr. for the Commodore 64. I don't see really much retro computer stuff at all, so that was a bit of a surprise. Next we have Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. This is one too. I've never played these Stories games for the PSP. I just never got around to doing it as of yet. And for the couple of bucks this cost, it's maybe a good intro. Alright, this game's actually new, but it was $5 at Five Below, which is a discount store we have around here. I think it's fairly everywhere, but maybe not all areas have it. So we have Tetris Ultimate for the 3DS. And the last game is Tiger Woods 99. Now, why did I get this game? I usually stay well away from sports games. So the reason I got this particular game was that this game has a unique feature on it. So the first run of these games had an Easter egg where if you put the game in your computer and look for a really oddball file on the main directory of the CD, I think it was named like ZYX or some weird name file. That file is actually a video file of The Spirit of Christmas, which is the kind of animated greeting card which eventually became South Park. The developers, I guess, included it as an Easter egg on this title. From everything I know, it was supposedly recalled after that, but you know, they can say they recalled it and it didn't actually get recalled. I found another copy of this a while back, and I believe it also had the same thing on it. I can't imagine that Tiger Woods 99 was that popular and sold that many copies before a supposed recall. So, could be, could not be. Don't know. Last bunch of games. So, the last bunch of games were actually from a lot I picked up at another yard sale. They are all Super Nintendo games. So, we have Real Monsters. We have a Natsumi game, Spanky's Quest, Mrs. Pac-Man, Speedy Gonzales, Los Gatos Banditos, if I'm saying that correctly without horrifying you with that accent. This game, I believe, is has a unique thing too. Not so much the game, but I believe I've read somewhere that this game cannot be fully emulated. Something with, at the end of the game, you have to press a button in the game that, I guess, exploits some kind of hardware feature of the Super Nintendo. And if you run it on an emulator, you can't get past that part. I guess it can't run that particular glitch or hardware or whatever they did in development of that game. So that's what I've read anyway. I've never got so far in the game as to try it, but interesting. Next game we have is Chuck Rock. Tiny Toons, Buster Bust Loose, Super Tennis, Mario's early years, fun with letters. These are games you don't find too often. Educational games never sold well for home consoles, except for Mario Paint. I guess if you consider Mario Paint educational, but it is more fun. So, all right. So the last of the stack is Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario World, Aladdin, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Dennis the Menace, Super Mario All-Stars, and Killer Instinct, which, is this the only game that came in a black cart? I don't know. I know there's red carts like that Maximum Carnage game. I don't know other colored carts. So, now, you would figure that if I got a lot of Super Nintendo games, I would have got a system with them. I did. The system was in a deplorable shape. It was really badly yellowed. It rattled very badly when carried and shook. I opened the system up and the yellowing was really bad inside too, to the point where the little pegs that the system stood on were broken off and it was rattling around inside. I cleaned it up a little bit. It still worked, but I already have a Super NES, so I took that Super NES to one of the local game stores that refurbishes and sells consoles. I traded to them for credit, and with that credit, I got this. So what is this? This is Samurai Spirits for the Neo Geo. So better known as Samurai Showdown in the US. This will mark the first new to me Neo Geo AES game I've gotten since I've gotten the system a couple years ago. When I did get my Neo Geo, I did get about 14 games with it, and Neo Geo games just, you don't find them too much. So this was pretty exciting that they had a Neo Geo cartridge in the store, and I was able to trade the system in as credit towards the game. So for anybody curious, I know everybody talks about it, but it's still interesting nonetheless. Neo Geo carts are huge. They have 2 circuit boards inside, or 2 PCBs, whatever you want to call them. It literally takes up the entire case. And this one does have the instructions, so it is opened, but it is complete. Oh, I got one last thing. Bottom of the pile. Handheld Tetris by Radica. So it's actually not bad. I picked this up and actually played it for a good 10 minutes in the car after I left the store, because it plays pretty well for a little handheld game. So, all right, so that's it. That's our pickup video. That's July 2016. I'm actually pretty proud of myself that I recorded 2 in a row on time and didn't skip 5 months again. So yay for me. As always, thanks for watching. If you want to catch up with what I'm doing between videos, I am the Dean316 on Instagram and Twitter. So there I am. Facebook.com/thedean316gaming as well, if you want to see me on Facebook. So, as always, thanks for watching.